Hi everyone! I have a little collection here of things I have ordered from Amazon and Etsy, and I just wanted to share them because it's easier for me to what I do is when I order things, I put them to one side, and I know that I need to do a whole video, but I always end up in the situations where I want to use the product, but I haven't filmed the video yet, so I really didn't want to keep them any longer. And there were a few more things I was waiting for, but I just reckon I will do those separately. So anyways, I have a few things here. So I think what I will do is also actually try some of these things out for you so that you can see them properly, just not just talking about these products in the boxes, but I will briefly just give you a quick overview. So the Fiskars 3-in-1 corner punch, I have mentioned this punch in one of my previous videos, so I will take it out of the packaging and show you what it looks like. But in essence, it gives you 3 different corners. So all these things I'm buying for TN, so anything that I want to do with a traveler's notebook, these things are very helpful. So if you're buying, for example, an insert that has corner edges but the rest of your inserts are rounded, you probably will want, you might not be bugged by that, but you might want to punch the corners to have the same as the other inserts. That is really your choice, but this is why I got this one. Also, some photos I like when they're punched with a rounded corner. That sometimes looks quite neat as well. Then this one I had actually from a while ago, and I haven't opened, I haven't used it for some reason, and there's so many times when I'm thinking of using it and somehow I never do. So it's a paper distresser and thread cutter. So it's by Tonic Studios, and it's by Tim Holtz. So what you do is you just hold it, and there is blades on the sides, and then you just kind of pull your paper in one of those ridges and it distresses it, or you can use it as a thread cutter. So that's that. And then I finally went ahead and I bought the Tombow Mono Permanent Adhesive. I've taken it out of the packaging because I had to use it. Literally, I could not just stare at it anymore because this is what it looked like. Glue tape. I ordered this one. So all these 3 that I have so far mentioned, I have ordered on Amazon. So I'll quickly grab my ATG, which stands for Advanced Tape Glider. So this machine is very chunky. I mean, if I hold it in my both hands, you can understand the size of it. And one thing I find incredibly annoying is that the tape sometimes tends to go, instead of being in the middle, it tends to go to the side, and I don't know how to adjust it without ripping the tape. The other thing is that although the glue itself is great, but it's so crazy intense that if you run it on a piece of paper that you want to adhere to your project and you've done it incorrectly, if you try to lift it, that is it. You will ruin the paper underneath, and I've done it so many times that it really has started to annoy me. Also, there was this one thing I've done in my fashion journal. I'll try to bring it out. Oh yeah, so I was gonna do something different on this page, and it basically just kept on sticking in the wrong way, and I ripped the entire photograph, so I couldn't use it at all, and so I ended up going for a different layout. But just to explain how annoying it can be. And the other thing I found quite difficult with it, it's great for bigger projects like 12 by 12, that's great for scrapbooking, but if you are working on a smaller scale, you will, well, I personally find it quite challenging, because when I start rolling, the glue comes out about an inch almost an inch after you start rolling. So either you have to start rolling on your table to then have the glue come out straight onto the paper, or otherwise, you know, I struggled with it and I just really got annoyed a few times, and I thought, that's it, I'm just going to keep it because it's good glue and I'm going to use it maybe for some bigger projects, but for what I'm doing for this type of size, you know, it's just not working. So this one is great. I already used it a few times and I find it, the glue maybe is not as good quality as the ATG, but for sure I find it easier to work with this one. First of all, it's a wider strip, so if you can see, this is the strip of glue. If you compare it side by side, it's quite a bit wider than the ATG. So the other thing is that it gives you that time, so it doesn't stick dead on forever and ever. When you apply it to the paper, you can actually still lift the paper without too major damage. And yeah, I've been really getting on quite well with it. It also feels really easy. It's very small, fits very well in your hand. So I'll show you quickly so I don't need to go back to it later. This is the layout I've done yesterday, so it's like a scrapbooking layout in my fashion journal, and I've done it all completely just by using this adhesive, and it worked really well. I had no problems whatsoever, and yeah, it was very fun doing that. Like you see, a small piece of paper like that would be literally impossible with the ATG. It's just way too big for it. So yeah, so that was good. Then what's the next thing? Then I ordered another punch because I kind of like this look of paper. I don't have a spiral planner, but I do like the look of this. So it comes in 3 different sizes. There's this one, and that one. I hope you can see. So square punch, round, larger, and a smaller one, which is also round. So, however, only after I received it, I realized that I need the actual planner punch board, which is sold separately. So I kind of didn't realize that when I was ordering. So these are just the inserts that you slide into that machine right here, and you can punch out. So yes, I will have to, I guess, order that thing as well. Then I went ahead and I ordered a multimedia mat. I went for a very small bottle because I bought a very large bottle of textured medium and of the Jesse, and I'm not using it that much, so I don't know. I felt like I just want to give it a try. And if it's going to work, then I will go and buy a larger size. So this is by Ranger, and essentially it's for gluing, transfer, sealing, and more. So it's great for collages. I have not tried it yet, but I'm intending to. So apparently you can take a piece of paper, put some of this matte medium underneath, use it as a glue, and then also with a brush or a sponge you can just dab it on top on a thin layer, and that will kind of, I don't know, finish it off better. And you can also, I think, write on this. So I will see how I get on with that. Then I finally received my delivery from Kelly Ever Designs. I'm very happy I found her. So she does these beautiful paper clips for planners, and I basically ordered these 3 larger paper clips. This is a tie-dye, grey and white polka dot, pink and gold marbled effect, and they are sort of distressed at the edges, which I quite like the look of them. And yeah, so that's how they come. I like the packaging, it looks quite neat. And then also 3 of these sizes, so these are the simpler ribbons. And yeah, I love the colors here, they're really gorgeous. And finally, I have also ordered a charm from Kelly Ever Designs, and it looks like this. It's very pretty, but I didn't realize that actually there are sharp bits sticking out. When I was ordering it, for some reason it looked to me like it was sealed with like you know, like an acrylic or something, so this potentially could damage the leather on my Chic Sparrow, Mr. Darcy, so I'm not sure if I will you know, maybe I'll just apply something on top of it to make it less sharp. I don't know, but it would have been good, I think, to have like a glaze or something on top of it, just to protect your leather. So that was great. And then when you order from her, she also included this coupon, which is 35% off from another shop, so that was great. And so that was the Etsy shop from US. Then the next thing I have ordered is this MT washi, and I will roll all of these washies out so that you can see them better. It's I think it's a botanical, this says Kamoi paper. It's meant to be a mini flower botanical art. So this was on Amazon. Then I also ordered this Tombow pan from Amazon in black. I have seen it so many times. It's great for brush, is it brush lettering? So that's one side here, and then there is a smaller tip on the other side. And finally I have also received my Star and Fox Etsy delivery today, which was super quick. So I went ahead, I showed you before, I have ordered these from her shop before, and I fell in love with the MT washies, which are quite plain, don't have any patterns, and also the matte black was a very good find. So I ended up going back to her shop and ordering some more colors. So this is a pink, this is a salmon pink, this one is, I don't remember, it's like a Japanese name. It's got a super tiny polka dot pattern on a coral orange. Then there is this pastel blue, and I also went ahead and ordered these two matte black, which are the slim packs. So it's a pack of 3, and this one is 6mm, so there are 3 6mm tapes, and then this one is the 3mm, which I thought would be great accent to just kind of make lines to journal or something like that. So that is that. Let me go ahead and open some of these things and try them out for you. Okay, so I have gone ahead and put these paper clips in. So this is just temporary because I wanted to show how it looks. And so this is the thinner ribbon, and you basically can stick them anywhere you want. I think with these larger ones I would probably put inserts that kind of are lower, so that you would only see the top. So for example, something like that I think I would like more, rather than the full sticking out. That's something I might try. Yeah, so that would work quite nicely. So they're great for just adding a little bit of character. I really like the fabric, it's really soft and it's got these lovely frills. Yeah, definitely loving her paper clips, and I have searched Etsy and didn't find as many nice paper clips with fabric ribbons as her shop, so definitely check her out if you like this type of thing. And then this is the charm I wanted to show you. So hopefully you can focus and you can see how these bits are sticking out, and they're quite sharp. So I would definitely not put it on the top, because if that, God forbid, somehow turned around, it would really do some damage to Mr. Darcy. I was buying it to clip on one of these side loops here, but again, having seen how sort of sharp it is, I will, oops, you see, it does turn around a lot. So I'm going to think of how to what to do with this little one. It's really cute. I think I would use it on the inside maybe somehow. Don't know how yet, but I'll think about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at these washies.